your earliest memory of watching hockey, okay, and being invested in who is going to win?
Okay.
What makes
So,
you a fan?
oh no, you know what? I have no thought to this because I know exactly what moment it was. So, I had the Montreal shirts and stuff growing up as a kid because, our parents dressed us. That's life. But I remember going home one night and it was the 2002 playoff series. And that was when Koivu, after Koivu's return from cancer, Zednik comes flying down. McLaren hits him with the forearm.
Yeah,
And I was just like, you know what? It reminds me of the feelings I have right now with what's going on with the Habs team. But he got absolutely clocked, and Zednik was on fire that playoff series. And I came home from an Oxford junior high dance that night. And that's kind of what we watched, right? So I was like, it's probably ended like 9 o'clock in the afternoon or 9 o'clock at
yeah.
night. But it was that kind of moment where I hated the Boston Bruins. Like that just clicked. Like I didn't quite know yet. I mean, I didn't even even figure out yet like that Doug Gilmore was I knew Dougie from the cow's milk commercials and being been like an epic
Yeah.
leaf, but he was a Hab
I
during
know
that
that's like
series.
so crazy to me. Like my memory of Doug Gilmore, I always thought, yeah, Doug Gilmore's a Canadian. And then like a couple years, I'm a kid. A couple years later, I learned, yeah, this is a legendary Maple Leaf here that we
Yeah.
have.
Oh, it's insane. But the fact is like that McLaren elbow, just like honestly, that Koivu's return to cancer started kind of like the. I mean, my dad watched the Cup final. I watched it, or the Cup when I watched it with him, but I was young, right? I was only like 5 or 6. But when that Zednik hit happened, and I was just so, and that's the underdog story. Like you're like, what the hell's going on? Like these big bad Bruins are beating up our players. Koivu's back from cancer. It's just like all these things coming together. This
Yeah.
emotional roller coaster, and you're like, I need to beat these fuckers right now. And we fucking Theodore came in, knocked them out. Like that was my moment. Like it was that playoff series was me. That brought me in and never ever came out. Like
I
I've been invested.
I cannot believe like maybe I can because we're similar age, but that was such an important year for fandom of the next generation of Habs fans. That was mine. That would have been my answer to that question.
Yep.
For me, it started with the 2002 Salt Lake City Olympics. I remember just being like, "This is Canada. Like we're going like all in, and then we go on and win the gold medal in the United States, and Paul Correa and Niedermeyer, Pronger, and fucking Lemieux out there." And then followed that up with all of what you just mentioned, coming back from cancer, the playoff series with the Bruins, Theodore with his fucking stick where he throws the stick, the big old controversy there, and the Zetnik hit. I loved Richard Zetnik, and for him to get
Yeah.
taken like that, like oh,
Yeah.
it's like
That
that
was
moment in your brain where it's just like boom, and then you're fucking all in from there on out.
which and that's kind of my thought to it, man. Like Habs fans with that, like our generation, that's what we came into was getting forearm shivered in the face, barely anything, scraping and clawing for your win. Like we're not used to this being this powerhouse team, and I'm
Yeah,
interested to see where it goes.
yeah. So am I. It's going to be an
Like
absolute blast,
it's
dude.
crazy. It's crazy, man. We have
You know what
sky's the
else was an
limit.
absolute blast? Sitting here and chatting with you, buddy.
You too, man. Too bad it's about 4,000 kilometers away. Too
I know.
bad.
One of these days we'll do one in person, and you'll be sitting right here in this like.
I'm gonna wear that Ricky jersey right behind you. That's
Yeah,
okay.
let's go. Let's
That's
go.
okay. Put the bottle cap glasses on, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
It'd be a good night.
Yeah.
No, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a blast, and we'll definitely do it again, man. Cheers.
So everybody out there in the Twitter sphere, Facebook, wherever you live, where you subscribe to the Scotian Canadian, bottom of the screen, make sure you subscribe. Great fucking guy. I have a few words for you. Go Habs, go baby.